Hi, it's Steph here. Welcome back to my channel. Medical evidence is always evolving, and you can use technology to your advantage to stay on top of it. In this video, I'll introduce you to the 6 ways that you can stay on top of the current medical topics for free. Number 1, identify a few credible medical journals with a high impact factor which publish topics within your field. The impact factor of a medical journal is calculated by the number of times articles within the journals are cited within the last few years. A high impact factor is believed by some to be greater than 10. Generally, the higher the impact factor, the more important the medical journal is within the medical community, since they are read and cited more frequently. The big 4 journals that come to mind are number 1, the New England Journal of Medicine, which has an impact factor of 91 in 2020, Lancet, which has an impact factor of 202 in 2022, JAMA, which has an impact factor of 157 in 2021, and the BMJ, which has an impact factor of 93 in 2021. These big 4 journals are well known in the medical field that publishes topics on a variety of different specialties. If you're new to using the medical literature and you're not sure what other journals are relevant to you, you can ask your mentors or colleagues for journal suggestions, or you can Google the following keywords: high impact factor journal in brackets, the specialty that you're interested in. Then once Google has identified the journals for you, go on the journal's website and look through the articles that they recently published in the last couple of issues to see if the topics are relevant or of interest to you. As you read more medical literature during your practice, you will naturally get familiar with these different journals and the topics that they publish. Once you've identified a list of journals that are relevant to your field of practice, go on the journal's website and subscribe to their email alerts. This way, you can get email notifications of any of their new issues. If you're more of an audio learner, or if you're too busy to read, some journals have podcasts where they round up new articles or discuss current topics. For example, the New England Journal of Medicine has a weekly audio podcast where they round up all of the new articles published that week. And they also have an interview podcast where experts talk about the current topics in medicine. You can listen to the podcast on their webpage or subscribe to them via Apple Podcasts. If you work in hospitals, you can attend medicine grand rounds or attend educational in-services that is available at your workplace. You can also sign up to your academic institution's continuing education newsletter. Sometimes they offer free webinars or articles for you to read. For example, the Faculty of Medicine at the University of British Columbia puts out articles written by clinicians on a variety of clinical topics in their This Changed My Practice newsletter. Articles relevant to the field of infectious diseases, internal medicine, or family medicine is free for you to read, and the newsletter is free for you to subscribe to. If you're someone that likes to receive notifications on your phone, then there's a mobile app called Read by QxMD that I use to get push notifications for articles relevant to my field. They also have an option for email notifications as well. This app is available both on Google Play as well as the Apple App Store. This app follows many medical journals. So instead of subscribing to every journal separately, you can subscribe to alerts from multiple medical journals in one place. You can customize the notifications that you receive so that you are alerted to new articles that are published by your journal of choice. And they also have automatic collections that you can subscribe to. If you're affiliated to an academic or healthcare institution, you can connect the institution account so that you can open up full text articles with just a single click. Lastly, in the digital age, I cannot end this video without mentioning social media. Surprisingly, social media, especially Twitter, is a useful way to stay up to date with medical evidence. You just need to identify users within your field that are reputable and follow them. And you can easily do this through Twitter's algorithm. In addition to getting alerts of articles hot off the press, I've also learned some very useful epic functions through Twitter as well. I clearly have a preference for Twitter here, as I find that it is more useful for keeping up with medical news compared to Instagram or TikTok. Many of the big medical journals also have Twitter accounts that you can follow, including the big 4 that I mentioned earlier. Despite all the negativity surrounding social media nowadays, I love how it can be a knowledge-sharing platform connecting clinicians from across the globe. To avoid information overload and alert fatigue, be judicious with what you sign up for. Only subscribe to getting alerts from specialties that you care about. If you cover in a variety of different clinical areas, you can try subscribing to more general specialties such as internal medicine. Then after 2 to 3 weeks of receiving notifications, you can then see whether the alerts fit your needs and tweak your subscription preferences after. Ultimately, you'll need to play around with what works for you. So that's it for my 6 free tips to stay up to date with medical literature. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel. I put out weekly videos on medicine and pharmacy related topics with the goal of sharing knowledge and tips that I find helpful to clinicians as well as to the public. I hope to see you in my next video. Till next time, bye!